Yo, HSR. What up, Damon? Long time no speak, bro. So what I was saying, a lot of Titan melees are actually powered, but I don't know if it applies to that or not. If it applies to that, then it's pretty good, honestly. But yeah, while you have knockout, all of your melees are powered melees. While you have roaring flames, all your melees are powered melees. While you have void overshield, all your melees are powered melees. You see what I'm saying? On Stasis and Strand though, no, I don't think so. I think you can only have powered melees via actual abilities. And that's actually something I really like about Titan, and that's also why I used to run triple melee orb thing, so that I can make a orb on every single melee when I'm playing the ones I usually play. Someone's probably done the math on it, yeah. If it applies to those melees, then I think it's pretty alright. And it very well could. I don't know. See, that's the thing with Destiny is I hate the terminology because it's so bad a lot of the time. It takes people like Aegis and stuff to frickin' do all the frickin' numbers and everything, because Bungie just doesn't. That's something that I wish they would actually... Oh, am I dropping frames? The fuck? Are we back? For some reason, my, like, frames dropped like crazy there for a second. Wacky. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Aglaya.
With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
I never left. Weird.
What can change a person's nature? Is it memories?
It's Evernight.
Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite.
My final rebellion.
Rise from your dormancy and follow me as soaring dragon of the wilderness. Mountains roar, dragons rise!
Don Hung looking sick.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles.
So come, dear.
There's March.
Into the sea of oblivion and become my guest.
I'm so interested on
Evernight draws near.
on Evernight, bro. There she is.
Until we meet again, everyone. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
You know that the dawn is there, and the blazing sun destined to rise.
If a new life is to be born...
Oh, did he get nerfed like crazy?
He has to be dead.
I am the
Does
one
Evernight
who
bring the
that
Evernight?
blaze this way forward.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Let the trail blaze, write an ending unlike any that ever was.
Oh shit. Dude, I actually love that this seems to be focused on Trailblazer, Don Hung, and March 7th. I'm actually so excited.
Has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
What up, Albert?
It's a pleasure to be back for the version
Himiko.
3.6.
That means she's
Earth and
voiced
Evernight
again.
Special program. I'm your most beloved host.
I figured that was the case anyway, but...
We also have the honor of inviting 3 passengers of the Astral Express to spend some precious time with us today. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back on the special program.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be free.
Himiko, the
That's probably why I
navigator
got
of the
nerfed.
Astral Express.
Hello, everyone. I'm Don Hung, the Express's guard.
Long time no see, dear viewers.
Don Hung, my gold.
I am Sunday.
I'm very happy to see you all again. It's always nice to meet old acquaintances.
Thank you,
Hello.
Mr. Albert, for inviting us. You're still as lively as always.
It feels like we've only met yesterday.
That's good, these good still.
I can't believe it's already been so long.
Reuniting with old friends is like a bird returning to its nest. It's good to see that you're doing well, Mr. Owlbert.
To be perfectly honest, I've been really looking forward to seeing you all again. It's like having a family reunion.
Mr. Albert is welcome to come visit the Express more often. I've even gotten some inspiration from Amphorius for a new style
Albert
of coffee.
model in game.
Well,
Albert
I'll
playable.
definitely visit if I have time. But let's first get to today's main topic. In the previous version story, the Trailblazer took on the role of the Deliverer, bringing new hope to Amphorius' deadlock. With the combined efforts of our companions, both inside and outside Amphorius, this world has completed its final flame chase journey according to our will.
We also forced Lygus to compromise with us. Without that
Lygus
genius's
these notes.
constant meddling and obstructions, we have an even greater chance of defeating Iron Tomb.
Ms. March, or should I say Miss Evernight, provided critical assistance on this front.
Definitely. She helped the Trailblazer break free from the Exumeth and return to Amphorius, and she also handed over the core flame of world bearing to us.
Even though she looks quite different, I still believe that March is on our side.
But it feels like Evernight has a dangerous aura about her. What
Indeed.
exactly happened to March?
Yeah, those jellyfish floating around here don't look like they should be messed with.
The situation in Amphorius is changing rapidly.
I hope we get some crazy
Based on
March
what Miss
lore. I mean,
Evernight
I
said,
feel like it's
It
guaranteed.
seems she also has her own ideas about Era Nova.
Mr. Sunday is quite perceptive. In the version 3.6 story, Evernight will attempt to save Amphorius by implementing her own idea of Era Nova.
Her own idea? Would it deviate from the plans we made with the Chrysos heirs?
Even though Evernight has good intentions and won't harm the Trailblazer, her plans do indeed clash with our current concept of deliverance. So Evernight
Interesting.
ends up interfering with the Trailblazer's plans through certain means.
Time is running out.
So is she gonna be
There's
a
no more room for
semi-antagonist?
hesitation, Miss Himiko. I wish to return to Amphorius.
But you've only been back for such a short time, and it's too risky with all the dangers Amphorius has shown.
Any risk is worth it as long as we can bring back the Trailblazer in March and reunite all the Express crew. You would do the same in my place.
You're right.
She's just like
I should have
Kiana
known
for
you'd say
real.
something like that.
True.
Since Amphorius is a world enveloped in Memoria, there must also be something
Holy
I
shit,
can assist
Honkai
with.
epic.
Miss Himiko, I will do everything I can to help them return safely. I also believe that Miss Black Swan will make the same choice.
You kids. Promise me that you'll take care of yourselves, all right?
I will.
Of course.
My heart! I'm so moved! Oh, the Astral Express family must be brought back together. However, due to the time dilation inside Amphorius, Don Hung may see some serious changes once he's back on
Damn it.
Amphorius.
Is this the sacred tree in the Grove of Epiphany? Why are all its leaves dyed gold?
Only a few grains of sand have fallen through the hourglass, but already so many years have passed. There is something melancholic about it.
There also seems to be a few strange creatures here.
And the bitrate is so
These
bad,
are
man.
actually twisted monsters when the Garden of Recollection's mimetic life forms merge with the Destruction's golden blood. They're preventing Don Hung and the Trailblazer from reuniting. In order to make our journey go more smoothly, I'll present some
The hell
intel
is
here
that?
about the head
That's
of these
creepy
monsters.
as hell.
The I-Core Memo Sprite, Judge of Oblivion. This monster's specialty is that it can target a single ally character and launch multiple single target attacks. If the target of the Judge of Oblivion's attack is protected by a shield, the Judge's toughness will be reduced after the attack.
Well, they're bringing
Looks
back
like
shielders.
you'd ideally want a character in your team that provides shields when fighting this monster.
It's the shield
Exactly.
shift.
In addition,
Shields
before the
haven't
Judge
been
of
good in so
Oblivion uses its
long.
ultimate, we have to manually select an ally character to take the most damage.
I see.
Also, in the version 3.6 story, we will head into and explore the great tomb of a nameless titan.
Nameless? Is there a
Nameless.
13th Titan outside the 12 we know?
This is the deepest ruin in Amphorius. After it is stripped of its mythical embellishments, the colossal storage matrices flicker incessantly, recording an unknown past.
Holy shit, is that the War Mind?
An unknown
That looked like
past?
the War Mind chamber, bro.
We learned previously in the story how the two paths of erudition and destruction have influenced Amphorius.
What?
This world is less a place where paths intersect, and more a place where paths battle to the death. And now the path of remembrance entanglement with Amphorius' millions of epochs will also be brought to light. I'll let you in on a little secret. Perhaps it all has something to do with a certain pink companion?
Mem?
Okay, now let's take a short break. So we'll
Sorry.
resume when we're back.
Oh yeah, codes. HSR redeem code. Evernight. Does it always sign me out, bro? It's weird because I do daily check-ins, so I don't know why it ever signs me out. Also, can we adopt ZZZ? I mean, ZZZs would be even better. But can we adopt, like, ZZZs and Genshins and make it so that the codes actually make sense? She's trying to imitate March. But isn't she March? Taking on the jellies. Bro, she seriously looks evil as hell.
All right. So March was drawn into Amphorius for some unknown reason, but she also transformed into Evernight? What's the relationship between the two of them?
Well, according to what Evernight herself said, Evernight symbolizes March 7th's forgotten past, and she's existed up to this point in order to protect March 7th's future. We learned from the 3.4 storyline that March 7th, who appeared to be encased in ice on the Express, actually entered Amphorius before we did. Evernight only shows up when March 7th's life is in grave danger, which means March 7th must have encountered serious trouble during her time adventuring alone.
Grave danger.
March is more Zila than Zila.
She symbolizes the forgotten past. That means Evernight's formidable powers could also originate from March's unknown past.
Mm-hmm. Don Hung and the Trailblazer aren't the only ones on the Express hiding mysterious powers. Of course, March 7th has always been the most precious thing to Evernight, and the one she'll give everything to protect. So even though her intentions are good, Evernight is willing to do whatever it takes to protect March 7th and make March's wishes come true, regardless of the collateral damage.
Bro, I feel like we haven't seen Zila in forever, by the way.
Actually, there was something in version 3.5 that I've been thinking about this whole time. Those memo keepers from the Garden of Recollection who tried to trick the Trailblazer seemed very afraid of Evernight. The memo keepers left as quickly as possible when she appeared. Is there some connection between Evernight and the Remembrance?
No, we can't reveal any specifics right now. But the Remembrance is not a unified faction. Different sects and memo keepers all have their own agendas. Evernight is very aware of the plot that the Garden of Recollection is currently scheming, and she hasn't held back in dealing with these memo keepers to clear the way for the Trailblaze. Naturally, she became someone they wish to avoid.
Oh.
All right, I'll leave it to everyone to find out more of Evernight's story in the game. Next, let's see what Evernight does in combat. Evernight's forte is working in sync with memo sprites. Her memo sprite is called Evie, and it shows up as a little jellyfish next to her when she enters battle.
Did you just say Evie?
Evernight can increase the crit damage of all memo sprites on the team. The more remembers characters on the team, the bigger the increase.
Fascinating.
When she summons the jellyfish during combat, Evernight gains Memoria. Accumulating Memoria will gradually increase the damage dealt by the jellyfish. After reaching a certain number of Memoria stacks, the jellyfish will immediately take action and deal damage to all enemies.
Her combat style is completely different from March's previous styles. It's much more intimidating.
It seems that if you
I think
want
that's the exact
Evernight
team
to
I'm gonna use
perform
her
better
in.
in battle, you need to accumulate a lot of Memoria and trigger the jellyfish to self-destruct as much as possible to deal more damage.
Exactly! When Evernight or the jellyfish's HP drops, Evernight will gain a certain amount of Memoria, and both herself and the jellyfish will gain buffs. Here comes the key point. When she uses her ultimate, Evernight deals damage to all enemies, and she and the jellyfish will enter a special enhanced state called Darkest Riddle. In that special enhanced state, the damage dealt by Evernight and the jellyfish is increased. After Evernight uses her enhanced skill, she'll also gain extra Memoria.
Even the jellyfish changed to a red and black color. Evernight in this state seems much more dangerous.
Why is Evernight always holding an umbrella?
This umbrella is her little assistant. When she's facing enemies, it becomes her weapon, dragging the enemies into the Evernight.
I would hope so, David.
After using her technique, at the start of the next battle, Evernight increases all ally memo sprites' crit damage and gains some points of Memoria. Alright, now let's take a look at our other companion who gained a new form. Dan Heng Permansorteri.
I actually seriously love this setup, though. I love that our original party is like getting a whole like power up. I mean, not really the Trailblazer, but still. You know, she's got like here. She's got
what
a
happened
main
to Mr.
focus.
Dan
Right?
Heng? How did he gain a new form?
On his journey to find the Trailblazer, Dan Heng encountered obstacles in the shape of both Evernight and Terravox, demigod of Earth. After obtaining the power from Bipeder Lunay's Azure Dragon, Dan Heng took another step forward on the path of permanence to protect his friends and save Amphorius. He unlocked the powers of Permansorteri, powers that only belong to him.
The Golden Dragon soars above the lands for one reason: to protect all.
It seems as though Dan Heng's powers this time are related to the earth and mountains, unlike his water dragon form from before. Overall, he also seems a lot more composed.
This trailblazing expedition through Amphorius has strengthened
He's
my
become
true inner
Zhongli.
desire. I want to do all I can to protect my companions. Permansorteri's powers come from this desire.
Having taken the Earth Core Flame, Dan Heng also becomes even more closely tied
He
to
will
the
have order.
So, is this why Mr. Dan Heng is now taller?
Amphorius's earth creatures usually have powerful builds, like mountain
Morning,
dwellers
Brian.
and dromuses. I suppose that growing taller is a side effect of accepting the earth core
Yeah,
flame.
I'm super hyped for the direct.
Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. For the person Dan Heng is right now, aligning with the way of the world means to share the same fate as
I will be
Amphorius.
watch partying the
In
live
the future,
the direct
Dan
as well.
Heng
by
will
the way.
continue to explore the way of the permanence and look for more possibilities within the permanence.
After gaining these new powers, I can provide my team with comprehensive protection during battle. When using my skill, I will
can he
designate
provide
one
us with-
ally character as my bond
protection during
and
sex?
summon
That's
Soul
the real
Dragon for
question.
them. At the same time,
I'm
I
sorry.
will provide a stackable
I'm gonna
shield
shut
to
up.
all allies.
Oh?
A stackable
You can give your
shield.
teammate an extra summon?
When Soul Dragon takes action, it dispels one debuff from all allies and provides a shield.
You've kept
Sometimes
your
I
word
just
and
stop
carried out your
talking.
conviction to protect everyone. You sure bring a sense of security.
When I use my ultimate, I will deal damage to all enemies and provide a shield to all allies. At this time, Soul Dragon will be enhanced. When it takes action, it will launch a follow-up attack on all enemies.
By using follow-up attacks, Soul Dragon can also build up more shields for the entire team, adding another layer of protection. Take another look at the screen. When Finan is the bond mate and activates his territory, the Soul Dragon can follow him into the effect to safeguard him.
When I use my technique,
that's
I will
cool.
daze the enemies within a certain radius and make the character who triggers combat my bond mate. At the start of the next battle, I will use my skill once on this character without consuming any skill points.
Mate.
The ability to grant a summon to a teammate will make for a lot of fun combinations.
He's gonna provide protection for his
You'll have to
bond
uncover
mate.
more of these lineup combos in the game then.
Our bonds of companionship
writes itself,
stand more
bro.
sturdy than the toughest rocks. You can now trust Dan Heng to watch your back in a fight even more.
Now, let's take a look at version 3.6's banners. In version 3.6's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Evernight. Limited 5-star light
mine's
code
always
to
in the
Evernight
gutter.
stars will also have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character, the Herda, is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone Into the Unreachable Veil will become available once again. In version 3.6's second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Dan Heng per Mansoor Terai. The limited 5-star light cone, The Worlds Apart, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star character Anaxa is returning, while at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone Life Should Be Cast to Flames will become available once again.
Thank you for the introductions, Mr. Albert.
No problem! And I've got even more news. Version 3.6 will also have a new animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.6. Make sure you don't miss it!
I would hope so.
Oh, an animated short about Dan Heng? Then we'll have to pay close attention. The art style also looks quite unique this time.
The lines and colors are clearly defined, with a very strong 2D feel. It's almost like a mural, and it's definitely very different from the usual animated shorts.
In addition, a mirrored Celestia
They
short
took
about
all
March
that from
7th
one
is also
frame.
coming soon, so stay tuned!
Yo,
Well,
Celsius?
the
What?
animated short isn't the only thing with a unique style. We saw many unique things about March and Dan Heng today, too.
Since setting out in the Star Rail, March 7th and Dan Heng have been the Trailblazers' closest companions. They've experienced so much together, and they've all quietly gone through various changes throughout the journey. Before the start of this program, Dan Heng asked me if he could take this opportunity to say a few heartfelt words to the Trailblazer. Mr. Dan Heng?
Thank you,
Homoverse,
Mr.
by the
Albert.
way.
Now then. You once asked what trailblazing meant to me. It has taken on thousands of wills and thousands of forms. To trailblaze is to be with those who save themselves. It is to be with all living things. And to be with you. No matter the ebb and flow of fate, even in the face of tempestuous seas, in the name of trailblazing, I will guard your way forward. Calamity undone lands beneath me. What remains is permanence.
Free claims. I like it. Let's go. W. I'm so glad. I didn't pull for Imbibe or Lune, so I'm kind of excited to have a 5-star Dan Heng. 'Cause Dan Heng's the GOAT! He's the GOAT! Awesome. I still don't know if we're gonna have enough people to do it. This kind of worries me. Nino still can't give me a definitive answer, and I just don't know. I need to still reach out to Willow. I want to do it though, I really do. Even if it's just one of the days. I want to try.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, it's time for the version events. On a warm and sunny day, Professor Naxa announced that he would be
We've
going
been saying this for
seclusion
years.
for a while to concentrate on his academic
We recruited
research.
Brian.
Before he left, he gave the Trailblazer a special Dromus egg to look after.
Professor Anaxa must trust the Trailblazer very much. He likely thinks the Trailblazer had a lot of fun with Dromuses, so they're well suited for each other.
Well, they both like to eat dirt.
Damn.
Well, it just so happened that the egg hatched while under the Trailblazer's care.
Yeah, and when I first saw the Trailblazer, he couldn't help but yell out, Papa!
I think it'll work out. He knows I'm prepping for the raid, so I've got a feeling Nino is going to do the
Dromus
raid.
has just been born. It's like the morning sun. Start out with a good foundation and full of endless possibilities. So, as his designated parent, the Trailblazer must take on the responsibility of raising little Dromus into adulthood. One clump of red soul at a time.
The Trailblazer has some experience in parenting. The saga of Primavera Blade is proof of that.
So, what needs to be done exactly?
It is said that Giorios gave
It's a
all the
Tamagotchi.
Dromuses 3 gifts: indestructible musculation, perspective spiricuity, and connective charasplendor. These traits are important indicators that show how well a Dromus is growing. The Trailblazer can schedule daily activities for the Dromus while it's under their care. Aside from studying, you can also take your child out to relax, feed them snacks, play with them, give them a nice hot bath. And based on the Trailblazer's educational methods, the Dromus baby will gain different stats and traits.
This child is just too cute.
True, Damon, true.
Those big and shiny golden eyes are just like the Trailblazers.
Just like the
Like it's their own
Trailblazers.
flesh and, like a child they raise themselves.
Every once in a while, there will be a test to assess overall progress.
Of course, if your child isn't getting the grades you want,
Yeah, I'll give him
don't
credit
worry.
for trying new stuff with
Trailblazer
events, but
can
I
also
just do not
directly
care
help the
about
child pass the test.
HSR events most of the
This
time.
educational philosophy seems a bit too lenient.
In addition to all of this, the baby Dromus will experience different stories as it grows up and will trigger some special events.
Wow, you can even change its outfit.
Some Chrysos AR friends will also participate in helping the Trailblazer raise the baby Dromus.
With the help and support of so many companions, I believe that the baby Dromus will grow up happy and strong and become the Dromus of its dreams.
During the event, Trailblazers can also obtain rewards such as an avatar. I hope all the Trailblazers enjoy this wonderful Amphorian
Yeah, they
family
don't.
time.
They really don't.
Yes!
Can't wait.
Let us now turn to the other version events.
They're bringing you
Alright.
back to the
In version
seals.
3.6, the event Colorful Mayhem will come
Oh, it's
online.
both of them.
First, the Seal Slammers event will return in a new multiplayer mode called Double Seals. This time, the Trailblazer can deploy a total of 6 baby seals. 3 of
Yeah,
them
what
will be
Damon said.
deployed as the main combatants, while the other 3 can be paired with a main team member to help in battle.
So, in addition to considering which seals should be the main combatants, selecting the right supporting seals will also be key to securing a victory.
Oh.
Aside from Seal Slammers, Origami Bird Clash will also welcome a Best of the Flock mode during this event. A total of 30 contestants will participate in a single competition. The 30 contestants will be ranked, and the contestants who score below a target level will be eliminated at the end of each round.
An Origami Bird Remake Battle Royale Edition sounds thrilling and exciting.
Actually will like
Yes!
this probably. I like
And with the
I do
Trailblazers'
like
2
that,
favorite Clash
that
and
mode.
Slam events coming back
As a
together,
Battle Royale
there
sounds
should be
interesting.
plenty of clashing and slamming all at once this time.
Well, I heard that this event was also made for Don Hung Seal Master.
Yeah, HSR events aren't usually good.
Version 3.6 also brings another combat event for Trailblazers. One day, Kate, a member of the Penacony Bloodhound family, picked up a dream bubble called Try Not to Laugh Challenge, and she invited the knowledgeable and experienced Trailblazer to participate in this mysterious challenge. In the challenge, some characters will turn into comedians. When the surprise box on the action bar takes action, the comedians can open up a surprise gift from within and provide combat
I legitimately
assistance
think
to
the
the team.
last
During
HSR
combat,
event that was
the
really
Trailblazer
good
needs to charge up the surprise box as much as possible. And
was
use it
the
to vanquish multiple
4-4-1.
waves of opponents.
I could be wrong,
Could
but
such a delightful event be the work of director
although I think they just ended up being
Sparkle?
main story, didn't it? Or was
If
that
the
still
masked
that
fools
story?
are
I don't actually know.
involved, then Sampo might show up too, right?
As the battle progresses, the Trailblazer
I bet
will be able
Ru
to
and
unlock
Sampo's
more
there.
comedians, and they can use different methods to charge the surprise box and activate different combat effects. Time for a true display of your comedic talents. In addition, for Trailblazers looking to challenge themselves and test their limits, we've added a new high difficulty trial in version 3.6 that will be updated periodically, named Anomaly Arbitration. Anomaly
Periodically.
Arbitration will be updated once every version, and Trailblazers will be able to face extremely challenging enemies in this mode.
Extremely
Oh,
challenging.
is this the new end game?
Can you elaborate
This is
on
the new
that,
end
Mr.
game.
Albert?
Anomaly Arbitration consists of 3 trial stages and 1 final stage. Trailblazers must form 3 separate teams to take on the trial stages. After completing the trial stages, Trailblazers can assemble any characters into a team to challenge the even more difficult final stage.
It does seem very intimidating.
Once they
Yeah,
clear the
the
final
hardest difficulty is
stage,
definitely gonna be,
Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Interference key item. When using variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats of a 5-star relic, the Interference key can be added to block one subsidiary stat, preventing that stat from being enhanced during this reroll.
That's awesome, actually.
That is very useful. Now there's a higher chance of enhancing key substats.
That's actually really good.
In
I
addition
like
to
that.
this, Trailblazers can obtain limited time
Hopefully you can
avatar
get that on
frames
the
and
lower
medals
difficulties
based on
and
their
not just the
score
highest
when
one.
clearing the stage.
The highest one's just
Furthermore,
flexing, right? It's
there will
probably
be a
that
brand
border.
new store added in version 3.6. Trailblazers can exchange tokens in the store for rewards, which include the Pet Complainer.
It really is Complainer. So cute. I like to challenge myself, so I'll definitely try this event out.
Tokens are mainly obtained through clearing anomaly
Why
arbitration
are they calling it an
stages.
event? Is
At
it
the
not
same
new
time,
endgame?
You can also use jade feathers to exchange for a certain amount of the new token in each period's priceless jewel store. The store's offerings will continue to expand in the future. Trailblazers will
It's literally
also
just a
receive
new
a little
endgame.
surprise gift from Pom Pom in version 3.6. When Trailblazers log into the game, they will obtain an interference key for free and a certain amount of the new token.
Thank you,
We'll have
conductor.
to thank Pom Pom then.
All right, time for a short break. There's still more version news to share with you when we come back.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe they call the other ones events too, and I just never paid attention.
Welcome back. Let us continue with more version content. First, our old friend Gift of Odyssey will arrive on schedule in version 3.6.
balls!
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will
Except for
also
anniversary.
return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
In version 3.6, Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Hidden Salvation is
Like, that
also
was
set
just
to
a
come
fucking
online.
hat, bro.
Successfully beat it to obtain 2 relic sets, World Remaking Deliverer and Self-Enshrouded Recluse.
Version 3.6 also brings some system optimizations for everyone. Firstly, the main story replay function previously mentioned will officially come online. Trailblazers can choose to
replay?
re-experience completed Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuances, and companion missions. At the same time, they can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes and cinematics. Now, catching up and keeping up with the story will be easier than
That's
ever.
cool. I like that.
And we can rewatch the most exciting clips and animations from the story.
Yes, of course. To help Trailblazers quickly understand the important events of the current version, version 3.6 will also introduce the Journey Highlights function. On the Journey Highlights tab, Trailblazers can quickly view important ongoing and upcoming events. They can also get info about the rewards for the
Reorganization of it.
corresponding events.
It's certainly more intuitive now, and the goals are clearer.
Next up, we'll introduce some collaboration news. Honkai Star Rail and
Yeah,
8-Bit
Jameson.
Doe are releasing an Evernight
Yo,
themed controller.
that's
Purchase a
actually
controller,
sick.
Get additional merch and in-game virtual rewards.
I have that controller.
Pre-orders are now open. Hurry up and grab one.
I have that controller. Like, I actually like that controller.
Well, today's special program has now come to an end. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Trailblazers.
Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bubble tea time.
All right. Oh, they're doing something here at the end, too?
Large-scale permanent game mode is coming soon. Revolutionize the battlefield with boundless strategy. Form a 10-person team.
Oh my
Choose
God,
your
they're creating their own card
extraordinary
game.
Lineup. 4 character combos. Powerful boss. Try out gameplay exclusive character ability.
It's their own form of geniusification.
Currency Wars. Ready for launch in version 3.7.
3.7. All new large-scale permanent game mode. Okay. Intriguing. End game tier list update. Ash and Iron. All right, let's keep
Definitely in the
watching
same
this. Let's go,
category as,
Aegis. Just kidding. All right, guys. Well, that was the HSR. That controller looks good to someone who doesn't play HSR. Yeah, that controller looks sick, honestly. I might pick that up, high key. But anyway, that was the HSR stream. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty decent update. Events look like ass as usual, but the main content looks good. Very excited for Evernight. Very excited for the free Don Hung. Can't wait to build both and use both, hopefully. But yeah, that was HSR. I will be back in a little less than an hour for the Nintendo Direct. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me, Damon and Brian, and any lurkers in chat. And any predictions? Okay, I do think we're gonna get Mario stuff because it's Mario's 40th anniversary. I think we are definitely getting an announcement for the sequel because Universal put out a thing for that. I think we'll get a Metroid Prime 4 release date. I think we'll get Hyrule Warriors release window, release date, maybe. Probably show something new about Kirby Air Ride. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some ports. I bet they'll announce the Final Fantasy VII remake release date on Switch. I'm hoping there'll be something Monolith. I hope it's not just Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade games, but I'm hoping that we get a new Monolith game. Genshin Impact I could see that easily. Because they announced they wanted to put Genshin Impact on the original Switch. They could definitely do it on the Switch too. Let's see. So I also think we'll probably get a Mario Kart World update. They'll probably announce a new Mario game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's well, I don't know, because they just did Donkey Kong, so I don't know if they do the same one as an Odyssey. Maybe they'll do another 2D one. I'm not too sure. I think we will get a new Mario game though. Probably something on the Splatoon spinoff. I definitely see more ports. That's something that I'm expecting, is a lot of ports. And potential upcoming ports as well. Like, they'll probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, oh, Black Ops 7 is coming to Switch. Because, like, that would actually be a big deal for third parties, but... yeah, I could definitely see that. I could see them putting Pauline in. Like, Kid Pauline. And maybe, maybe the monkey guy, Void. I could see them, or maybe even all of them. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if they do like a Metroid Prime trilogy. Because they made, supposedly, it's Metroid Prime Trilogy Remastered was made for the Switch, and they never released it. I could be wrong on that. I personally want that though, because I haven't played them. I've played a little bit of 1 on the GameCube. That's it. I really like to play them so I can play 4. I'm also another wish list that I don't think is gonna happen. Monolith. I hope that the Xenogears games get remade and put on Switch too. That would be sick. Kind of doubtful though. I could see they're definitely probably gonna show something Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if they show some Legends EA, maybe reveal a new Mega. Although they just revealed a Mega, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't really have any other guesses. I don't think. Maybe a new Fire Emblem. At least a teaser, maybe. If they're bringing Genshin too, I could see them putting HSR and ZZZ on too. Do a triple announcement there. But I don't know if they'll put that in their direct. I think they should, but I don't know if they would. I'm expecting some farm games. You know, can't have a Nintendo Direct without some farm games. Probably some retro JRPG stuff too. Wouldn't be surprised if they show up more of the new Octopath. I think that's probably it. I mean, I'd like them to show a new Zelda. That's not gonna happen, probably. I think they'll just do Hyrule Warriors. Persona 3 Reload, maybe. Because didn't they announce that? Sega announced that? I don't know, maybe they'll... I don't know if they've announced a release date for that. I don't know. By the way, did you guys see that Star Wars game? That Star Wars game looks incredible on the Switch too. Like, I can't believe they actually got that shit running, and it has ray tracing. Like, I was not expecting that at all, and there it is. I'm genuinely surprised with that one. So the Switch 2, if they build for it, can really put out some fucking amazing visuals for games you just wouldn't expect to be on a handheld. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else they'd show, really. I'm sure there'll be stuff that comes to me later, but... Man. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't have any more guesses, but... Yep, so... Be back in about 50 minutes. Less than 50 minutes for the Nintendo Direct. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see